Good day and welcome to the Isis Oracle reading for January 23rd, 2024, or whenever this timeless message finds you. You've reached the Mr. Floyd's channeling channel. My name is Josh. All right, we pre-draw a card. It took me like 3 minutes to draw this card. I kept drawing the same cards we've drawn the past couple of days. I get it, and the energy hasn't shifted, but we don't want to have the same reading. Isis finally granted us a new card, so we'll see what we've got here. All right, here's the new card for today. That's going to be the Goddess of 10,000 Names. We'll try to zoom in here a wee bit better. There we go. Perfection. All right, I've got the reading right here. All right, Goddess of 10,000 Names. Isis. Endless emanations of the priestess. And if you're asking, no, I've not yet set up the new microphone. It's a little bit to do so, and when I get my day started. But tonight when I channel, I'll have the new, or today when I channel at some point, I'll have the new microphone. I'll make sure it's very visible on my outfit, whatever I'm wearing. All right. Isis, with many names, forms, associations, and expressions, is referred to as the Goddess of 10,000 Names. A name holds power. It defines energies or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being. Yet you exist beyond them, beloved initiate, as a vast being. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities that you held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self. Enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. Just like the Lady Isis, you are multifaceted, multidimensional being. It is most helpful at this phase in your path that you learn not to attach to the roles or identities that may have once held great importance for you or others relating to you. It does not mean that you do not cease to relate to the name or role, more that you are releasing it to only a part of you, and there is even more of you wishing to express itself now. The roles you are needing to move beyond might be mother, executive healer, good person, strong person, always in control, daughter, teacher or guru, grandmother, son, and so on. There is nothing wrong with these roles, and you may still express part of your vast self through such roles. But you are at a significant point in your inner development, where you are learning that these are not who you are, but simply expressions of the eternal, endless self, uncontainable by human descriptions. It can be tricky to avoid getting stuck in the roles that others prescribe for you or expect of you, and yet your self-definition will become wider, and your experience of yourself would be more real and fulfilling if you are open to discovering more of you, beyond the person you have considered yourself to be up till now. For this to happen, you must be willing to allow the many and varied faces of your being, your 10,000 names, to begin to emerge into your awareness, to realize that you are no more than you currently imagine yourself to be. This opens tremendous freedom of choice and possibility in life. This can be both exhilarating and terrifying. Trust that the self is in essence divine love, and there is great joy in its unfoldment. Even if there are challenges, to let go of the fears that have held us trapped in certain roles and identities at times. The call to let go of old identity is very strong, leading you to this oracle at this time, when a new, more whole, fulfilling, and truthful sense of identity awaits you. Any fear or struggle that you go through to allow this to happen, beloved, will be spiritually repaid to you, multiplied in so many ways. There is nothing to lose except old limitations, and so much wonder and joy to be gained. This oracle also indicates that there is a spiritual name waiting for you in the inner planes. The name may come from various spiritual traditions as the name of a deity or a sacred mantra, or it could be an actual name that can stand out and use in meditation or sacred temple activities with spiritual groups. That name may simply be a note, an inner awareness of a sound, and it can be sourced by going into your heart, almost felt more than heard or spoken. The spiritual name is coming to you to help you deepen your connection with yourself. Like any other identity, it is just a representation for a time. You do not need to pack up your old life in search of an entirely new one unless your heart deeply guides you with peace and neutrality, that this is what is needed for your spiritual growth. More often than not, what the spiritual name offers you is a chance to begin to loosen your grip on your old identity, not throw it away completely and sense yourself in a more expanded light. Whether you consciously and easily receive your spiritual name in meditation or dream state, or through a healing or conversation with another initiate, or whether it remains a mystery, trust that it is in your heart, calling you to recognize more of your true self. If you already have a spiritual name, this oracle is guidance to not become too attached to that identity either. Names are ways of knowing a being, but they are not the being. This can be hard for us to take on board in a culture that loves to label and therefore understand everything. For the initiate, however, accepting mystery is part of the spiritual journey into the divine self. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance and growth beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth through this oracle. This oracle indicates that help you need is already with you, urging your growth from within. Ritual of the spiritual name. Rest quietly in the space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Follow your breathing into your heart space and be aware of a vast space there. Rest in that space. Say, I open to receive an unconditional love, the spiritual name that will help me to this day as I grow into conscious realization of more of my vast divine self. Again, say, I open to receive an unconditional love, the spiritual name that will help me this day as I grow into conscious realization of more of my vast divine self. Be in your heart and imagine that through the vastness of that inner space, light and sound is weaving towards you in a unique pattern of color, movement, and geometry. You may hear, sense, feel, or perceive a name, sound, or pattern, or it may be happening beneath the level of your conscious awareness, which is fine too. Just let it come to you as obviously or as subtly as it wishes to, for this will serve you best. Imagine the pattern, vibration, name, sound, or light drawing effortlessly into your heart and feeling the essence of that pattern, name, sound, light, or vibration. This is a gift from your divine essence. Don't analyze it, just allow it to flow. Whatever does or does not happen, obviously it is perfect for you. Once you are fully connected with your heart, think, thank you. And when you are ready, just open your eyes. Incantation of the Endless Goddess. This prayer will help evoke the spiritual name if you wish to receive one. Just be open to how that name can come to you. It might be through an unexpected source where you will just know that the name is for you at this time. Be in your heart and trust the intuitive recognition of the name will come to you at the perfect time and in this perfect way for you. The incantation below will help you shift and release identities and forms that serve you no longer to be replaced by new identities and forms that will help you grow spiritually. Om Isis, Oma Isis. Isis of 10,000 nominations. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis. Isis of endless emanation. I live my true self in all its glory. I now release outdated story. I let go of who I used to be. I let go of my history. I step forward in a new me, blossoming beyond identity. I receive the name of myself newborn. I now let go of all that is outworn. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis. Isis of 10,000 names and more. Om Isis, Maha Isis. Bless me with self-knowledge pure. All right, there we go. That's the Isis reading. That's the longest one I think we've had for for today. There we go. Whenever you find this, may your day be awesome. May your universe be awesome. Remember, everything you do, think, and say creates everything in your universe. You want the happy car salesman? Go in there with a joyful attitude. There you go. Expect miracles. You create them. You bring them to your universe. I love you. Isis loves you. White Buffalo Calf Woman loves you. Kuan Yin loves you. Talk to them. They're there to help. You're not alone on this path. Your universe is not empty. If you are sitting alone, you are not. I love you. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Channeling today, and it should be up sometime today or tomorrow with the new mics. Love you.